Hey guys, Jesse Think Blue 77 here with another video. Today's video is gonna be on pretty much going over some of my old vintage baseball gloves. I've been working on relocating the man cave to another spot. I'm gonna end up moving everything over towards the living room. I just got a new display case, trying to fill it up and figure out how I'm gonna display everything. So before I put these gloves in the display, I figured I'd make a video showing some of the ones I still have. Like I said in videos past, I've had a number of these and pretty much sold a lot of them and just kept a few just to have. So let's get started. I got 9 here. So I'll start off by like the newest to oldest. And first off, I know you guys have seen this one in the one of the older videos. Is this I'm gonna have to take this out of here. Is this Rawlings? This Rawlings Pump by Reebok. Thought this was cool. This was in a movie. I wasn't aware of it until I started getting into the gloves. Came across this one and I liked it. I remember having the shoes back in the 1990, 91. So, pretty cool glove. New, still works. Can always pump it up and release the air here. Yeah, this isn't working out. Okay. So if you can see it here. The Rawlings. Cool glove. Just thought it was different. Picked this one up. Next one would probably be this one here. Little 3-finger glove here from the 1950s. A lot of these gloves here, you know, from the 50s, 40s, you start going back that way. There's a lot of ways you can tell the year of the glove. A lot of telltale signs. The webbing, type of design, glove design, and back. So this is a 3-finger leather. There's no real signs on it. There's a faint one here on the side. Here, the glove, I believe it's a Franklin. Yeah, it's a Franklin, this one here. Now, like I said before, in the past, I've probably gotten and sold probably like over 50 gloves here and there, and I've just kept a few. I was just running out of room, just like I am with the baseballs. But what kind of got me into it, you know, I like getting books, you know, history of baseball and stuff, and got caught up with this one. I'll show this one in a minute. Let me show the next glove up would be this one. This is also like a 2-finger, 3-finger glove. This one's from 1949. Here, if you see, there's a Wilson glove, great condition. I mean, look how big this thing is. That's how these gloves were. Starting from like 40s all the way down, they just start getting huge. Button back. Next one would probably be this 30s glove. This one's the first generation of the Nakona. They still make Nakona gloves now. This is Buffalo. And this is from, I want to say 1935, maybe 1936. Great condition. Really good condition. This is like the first series that came out when they started. Label there. Button back here. If you notice with these, like the newer ones, they don't have laces in between the fingers on these. They started doing that more or less like 40s, 50s. Some in the 30s, but not too much. Next one would probably be this one that I just rebought. I had this one a while back. This is a Kenwell. You see here. This is late 1920s. Got the lacing on the fingers here. This is kind of when they first started doing some of the lacing here. Not all gloves had it, but this is kind of what started it. This is probably 1920, I want to say 1928. Because I know the year after this one came out, the exact same glove came out, but with the Dazzy Vance label. It was the Dazzy Vance model. The year after this one came out. So, that's this one here. It's intact. No holes or tears in it. The rivets on this one kind of came off a little bit, but I think those are fixable. I just haven't messed with it yet. What I was doing for a little while is just buying them, kind of like, you know, cleaning them up and giving them a little bit more life, and then I end up flipping them. I had some really nice ones, but then once I started getting into cards again, I let go of some just to get get some cards going and clear up some room. So that's that. Next one would probably be this one here. This is a 3-finger. These are pretty rare. This is a Spalding label. This is from the mid-20s. It's a little rough inside of the palm there, but it doesn't matter. I got a pretty good deal on this one. These are pretty pricey when you find them. They're not too common, so that's why when you do see them, they're kind of up there in price. Here's this one. This one here. Next one up would be the Debra Maynard. Excuse me. Dual label. Got the Debra Maynard here label, and then you have one of the sporting goods stores that was carrying it. I know the lighting here kind of sucks, but I can't even show it. Anyways, this one's probably late teens, early 20s. You got the 1-inch webbing here. Pretty good glove. I cleaned this one up. This one was pretty rough, and luckily it has no holes, no tears in it. I got it back to where it should be. It's nice and soft now. Everything's intact. The lining inside is intact. Buttons fresh. This is a nice glove right here. That's why I haven't parted ways with this one. I like this one. Not too common as well. I mean, you do see them out there, but they're pretty rough. So, like I said, this is late teens, early 20s on this one. And we got this one here. This one is kind of what got me started. This is like one of the first ones I've ended up, that I bought, got me started in the hobby. I want to say this one's from the early 1910s. If you notice here, it's got the buckle back. This is a fielder's glove, got the buckle back. More than likely, this was a first baseman's. The buckle back and a buckle web. That's kind of the telltale sign that'll tell you what era this is from. Very clean glove. And this brings me to this book here. Baseball gloves from the collection of John Graham. his collection is insane. This book shows you everything he had. Since the book came out, I think he's gotten rid of a lot of this collection. Like, I believe I want to say his wife maybe is the one that started partying with stuff as well, because I've seen her selling these books, and I know I've seen a lot of these gone for sale. And this glove here is from his collection. I ended up picking up this glove probably like 4 years ago, and I'll show you right now. This glove is great if you want to see. He had just about every glove imaginable, with a lot with boxes. He had a lot of advertising from the era. Oh, here it is. So if you see here, that's the glove I have now. There, so I can at least say I have a glove from his collection. So if you're interested in it, I recommend this book a lot. And I also have a few others here that I've had just as reference guides. Got the Rawlings catalog here. Gives you a listing of years and models, player models, and what price they were selling for at that time. This one here, got another reference book here. 1999 vintage baseball glove catalog, same thing, different brands. This is all different brands, years. Gives you a good breakdown on model numbers, players, type of glove it was, and pricing on them, on what they were going for. So that's that. Like I said, glad to have this one in my collection. This one's in really excellent condition, and these are pretty rare. You really don't see a lot with buckle backs and buckle webs. So I was fortunate to get this one. And last but not least, I got this one. This is a Reach out of Philadelphia. This one's early 1900s, probably 1908. You can also tell with the button here. Once it got into the 1910s, the button started changing. Labels started changing. There's different labels as well. They're similar to this, but there's some differences on them. This one's intact. This is a 2-inch webbing. If you notice here, it's attached. It's not like the 1-inch that I showed earlier. Here. And this is the last one I got. I think eventually later on I'll end up getting back into it. As of now, I'm just more into the cards now. So I gave this a break for now. And this era, I want to say the one right before this one came out, you'll see the same type of glove but with the crescent palm here. You'll see a crescent padding going across here. A lot of these gloves also have holes here in the middle, and that's not because they were just aged or torn up, but you know, a lot of the players, when they were using them, they would cut a hole out right here, and that's how they were comfortable catching. They wanted to have a feel for the ball. Since before this, they weren't even using too many gloves. It was all bare hand, or you know, gloves like this one, kind of like, these are kind of the first generation gloves. Before, you know, in the beginning they were just using bare hands. Then they moved up to these. They look like handball gloves. But after this is when they started going into these here. These are the ones I'm talking about, with the crescent palms. And then you get gloves after like this in the 1900s. So like I said, this is like my oldest, probably 1908 here. And that's about it, guys. Just a quick show. case of the gloves I have right before I throw them up on top there. So this is how it's coming out so far. I know when I had them in the office before, I couldn't really display all the baseballs. So now I got this case for this. And then I'll have the bobblehead case later. Once I finish, I'll show you guys an update video on the man cave, I guess. I already brought down the seats there. And remember, guys, my 100 contest video, it's gonna be up on the 24th. So if you guys want, remember, make a quick video and let me know. And that's it. I'll probably do another video tomorrow. But for now, this one's it. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. See y'all tomorrow.